I've had this Seiko as my wrist companion for over a year now. How did it cope, wear, tear, and everything else is coming up. Hello and welcome. On my wrist is the Seiko SSK003 GMT Automatic. This watch has been with me for over a year now. Hot and cold, rain and sun. I do have few more watches, but Seiko was on my wrist 19% of the time. Last year, when I decided to buy one, there were only 3 color variations, and I liked this one the most. Since then, it came out in green color, it came out with gray and black outer bezel with red and blue inner bezel, and a beautiful Voyager limited edition. Going back in time with current lineup, I believe I would choose the same watch or same color combination. Before buying the watch, I had a friend who owned the SSK001, so I had a chance to touch it, feel it, play with it, put it on my wrist, and a first-hand experience of the watch. This is a big plus when buying anything, let alone the watch. I paid mine around $500 in September of last year, and put it on my hand the same day. Since then, 70% of the time it was on the original Jubilee bracelet. Few NATO straps were changed here and there through the time. This watch is versatile. It turns heads and gets attention, especially on the Jubilee bracelet. But other straps that I wore do also suit the watch. You can combine it with your clothes, and since the watch is not big, it can fit any lifestyle and occasion. Sometimes I prefer NATOs because they are colorful and nice to wear, especially in the autumn. 22mm is a great strap size also. Just right if you ask me. NATO straps are also lighter, and you will definitely feel it on your wrist. This is a stylish watch and maybe the flagship of Seiko's epitome of versatile diver watch. GMT function is a very nice touch. Watch markers and hands are very readable. Second hand is gliding nicely. From the other side, you can see the 4R34 movement. Since this is a GMT watch, outer bezel is rotatable. Very stiff, but just as it's supposed to be. GMT hand is red and it stands out. Watch hands and markers are luminous with generous coating. Date Cyclops is a nice touch, but it's a dirt and grease magnet. Watch crystal is slightly raised from the bezel. The crystal is cut in an angle, so there are markers reflecting on it all over the place. It looks good, makes it look like a diving tool. Drawback is the same as on the Date Cyclops. Grease and dirt get into crevices and gaps. As I've said previously, I was wearing it on a Jubilee bracelet, and it got dirty. I did not want to clean it, just to show you what can you expect. Standard wear and tear on the buckle from desk diving and daily use. Nothing special. Strap and buckle held up excellent when it comes to form and function. Double locking system never failed on me, even when I went swimming. In the summer, it can get sweaty, and if you have hairy wrist, it can also get painful, but it's not a big deal. Case looks very good. No visible damages, and yet, believe me, I have left this watch on many doors and door handles. Hit them like a bell with a hammer. But there are no signs on the watch case, at least no dents, and watch crystal is spotless. Power reserve could be better. 41 hours of standby time is not that bad, but sometimes you do have to change the date when it's left over the weekend. To counterweight this drawback, crown is not a screw-in crown, so you can wind it easily even when it's on your wrist. Regarding the movement, no issues at all. Keeping the same time any way you leave it. I did not have to correct it often, maybe a minute here and there, but if you wear it constantly, no issues at all. I guess Seiko learned and used everything from its old workhorse, the 7S26. I was worried a little bit about the water-resistant with non-screwable crown, but I did not have any issues. 10 ATMs is just fine, and I prefer it this way because I can wind it much easier. To recap this review and user experience, I highly recommend the watch. You can't go wrong with Seiko, especially this model. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Price is excellent, and you really do get a lot for the watch value. And the Seiko is releasing new color palettes, you are sure to find what suits you the best. Somehow we have seen a GMT watch resurface, as many watch brands are making their contribution to the watch market, and Seiko is not lacking at all. Currently is the cheapest GMT watch, I believe, but also a great daily and all-round wristwatch. This was the first review video on my channel. If you liked it, please subscribe. See you next time.